Today I'm talking about bracing your abs and what the hell that means, because you're going to see that in nearly every single exercise in all three of my programs. If I don't say it, I might be saying it a different way, like draw your lower back towards the floor, something like that, because it means the same thing. So bracing your abs, a lot of people think that to mean it's sucking your belly button in towards your spine, but it's not actually the process of sucking in that is bracing, but actually picture exactly how you would respond if someone was coming at you right now and punching you in the stomach. Maybe give it a go while I'm just telling you to show. So pretty much, if someone was to come at me and they want to punch me, my natural response would be to go, oh, and make sure they don't. And that right there is bracing your abs. So it's where they've come at me, I've got this natural arch in my lower back, but as they come up, I'm getting rid of that. I'm drawing my tailbone under and bringing my ribcage towards my hip, and then boom, right there, I'm braced and I'm solid. I'm ready for the punch. I'm not ready for the punch, don't punch me. This is what you want to practice over bracing your abs. It's when you've got natural curve in your lower back and you're almost trying to eliminate it a little bit. So you're tucking your tailbone under, you bring your rib cage up towards your hip bone up towards your lower ribs, or your lower ribs down towards your hip bone, whichever way you want to look at it. You close the gap between ribs and hips, and you reduce that arch in the lower back. So you can practice bracing by either doing what I'm doing here, which is just being neutral spine and then tucking, neutral spine and then tucking. Maybe try it against a wall. That way you'll have your bum against the wall, your upper back against the wall, and if you put your hand there on your lower back, it should fit, and then you want to press your lower back in towards the hand and feel the pressure going onto the hands, and that way you know you're bracing. Anytime you're doing that in a sit-up position, you'll be lying on your back. Same again, you can pop your hand underneath and you'll feel that natural gap between your back and the floor, and then you want to press your lower back down in towards it. And you'll naturally see what I did there was pull my rib cage towards the hips and try and close that gap, and now I'm braced and I'm ready to do any kind of exercise like sit-ups, hip bridge. You want to draw under first before you lift your hips, anything like that. Oh, a bit close to the sofa. If you want to see that in any kind of plank or push-up position, if you're here, you're that natural curve in the lower back and you tuck under, and that's where you get that brace. So again, as if someone's coming up underneath me and trying to punch me in the stomach. Same applies on all fours. Naturally, you'd be maybe wanting to be here, but you've got to tuck under as if you've been punched in the stomach. It applies as well when you're standing or if you're in a squat. So squat, there's often a tendency to keep that curve of the back, not brace, and then squat and then start to feel pressure in your lower back. Whereas you want to get that tuck under and try and keep the neutral spine as you come down. And as soon as you feel that release, that's where you want to stop, even if it's a bit lower range. And finally, this applies to when you're walking and when you're running as well. So I know a lot of people that complain about pain in their lower back when they go for either a really long walk or a run, and it's just simply, or usually anyway, because people aren't bracing. So you just start running in your natural position when actually you want to tuck under, brace, and then you've got support for your spine and your back, and you'll be in a much stronger position to run in and should avoid injuries. So that's what I mean when I say brace your abs. Picture yourself being punched in the stomach, practice it as much as you need to until eventually it will become natural.